Hello everyone, as you know that I am doing Indian polity and governance previous year questions from the state PSC examinations. Okay, so here I will cover all the questions of exams like UPPCS, MPPCS, Rajasthan PCS, Bihar PCS, etc. Including UPSC exam as well. Okay, this is what myself. I have already completed many videos, so if you have not watched those videos, please watch those videos as well. It will really help you. Anyway, we'll see the first question of today's video. Which of the following statement are correct? Okay, regarding the Indian Constituent Assembly. It was based on adult franchise. It resulted from the direct election. It was not a multi-party body. It worked through several committee. Okay, so if you have watched the previous video, so the last question is this question. Okay, so the last question it was asking UPSC examination, and the same question it has been repeated in the Rajasthan Administrative Services. So you can see the UPSC question is directly repeating. Even this state PSC question also, they are repeating in different examinations of different states. So that's why we need to know that these things. Okay, these previous questions. So here you can see it was not based on adult suffrage. This is correct. Okay, it resulted from direct election. No, this is wrong. It was not a multi-party body. This is also wrong. It was the multi-party body, and it resulted from indirect election, and it worked through several committees. So the answer is A. I will read here. The Constituent Assembly met for the first time in New Delhi on 9 December 1946 in the Constitution Hall, which is now known as the Central Hall of Parliament House. As its composition, the Constituent Assembly was to be party elected and partly nominated. Okay, so it was like partly nominated and partly elected. The members were to be indirectly elected by the members of the Provincial Assembly, who themselves were elected on a limited franchise. It was a multi-party body. The Congress, the Muslim League, and some other independent members also got representations. Okay, the princely state nominated member was also there. The Constituent Assembly appointed a number of committees to deal with its different tasks of constitution making. Out of these, 8 were major committee and others were minor committees. Okay, so there are lot many committees. So 8 were major committee and other were minor committees. Okay, so the answer is A. Now the incorrect statement about Constituent Assembly. Okay, so if you have seen the previous question, you can easily answer this question. It worked with the help of large number of committees, the most important among them being drafting committee, minority committee like Christian, Anglo-Indians and Parsi were adequately represented in the assembly. It was on the basis of universal adult franchise. Its electoral process was based on 6th schedule of the Act of 1935, which allowed for the restricted franchise based on tax, property and educational qualification. Okay, so they are asking about incorrect. So this is actually C. Okay, it was based on adult franchise. No. Okay, it was not based on the universal adult franchise. So that's why the answer is C. Rest all three is correct. The members of Constituent Assembly were elected by member of Legislative Assembly of provinces on the basis of indirect election and not on the basis of universal adult franchise. Universal adult franchise enable all citizens to involve in the governance of their state based on adult suffrage. Okay, so the answer is C. Next question. The member of Constituent Assembly who drafted the Constitution of India were nominated by British Parliament, nominated by Governor General, elected by Legislative Assembly of various provinces, elected by Indian National Congress and Muslim League. Okay, so from the previous question you can answer this question. So this is actually C, elected by legislative assemblies of various provinces. Okay, members of Constituent Assembly were elected by members of legislative assemblies of various provinces. Each provinces of each states or group of states were elected the total number of seats proportional to their representative population, roughly in the ratio of 1 million. Okay, 10 lakhs we have seen in one of the question. As a result, 292 members were elected through provincial legislative assemblies and four members were represented the chief commissioner provinces, while Indian princely state were allocated a minimum of 93 seats. Okay, so the princely states, they have allotted members, okay, for the constituent assemblies. So please remember this. This may help. Next question. With reference to Indian history, the member of Constituent Assembly from the provinces were direct elected by the people of those provinces, nominated by Indian National Congress and Muslim League, elected by provincial legislative assemblies, selected by government of their expertise in the constitutional matter. So you can see the same question is repeating in different form. Okay, they are a little bit modifying the options. Okay, but the same question in different exams is coming in the modified form, but the answer will be same. Okay, so the answer is nothing but C, elected by the provincial legislative assembly. This is civil services question. As per the recommendation proposed by Cabinet Mission 1946, members of Constituent Assembly were elected by the member of provincial legislative assemblies. Okay, so the answer is C. Next, who were the member of Constituent Assembly elected? Directly by public, nominated by Congress, nominated by Indian rulers, by provincial assembly. You can see the one question is all 5 question is from one topic. Okay, from about the how the members are elected. So it's nothing but T. We have seen many questions based on this. So these members were elected by provincial assemblies. Next, who was the first elected chairman of Constituent Assembly? Dr. B. Ambedkar, Satyanarayana Sinha, Rajendra Prasad, S. Radhakrishnan. Okay, so if ever Lakshmikant or any constitution book, okay, you can easily answer this question. So it is actually C, Dr. Rajendra Prasad. Okay, the first elected chairman. Okay, remember, you can mark Sachinanand Sinha, but okay, so what happened when the first time they gathered? So who presided first time? Sachinanand Sinha was presided. Okay, and after that they have elected chairman as a chairman to Dr. Rajendra Prasad, and after that the Rajendra Prasad become the chairman. Okay, but the first time who presided? Sachinanand Sinha. Okay, so please remember this. So Dr. Sachinanand Sinha temporarily chaired the first meeting of the Constituent Assembly, which was held on 9 December 1946. The Constituent Assembly elected Dr. Rajendra Prasad as a permanent chairman on 11 December 1946. Dr. Rajendra Prasad name as proposed by J.B. Kriplani. Okay, so the answer is C. Next question. Who chaired the first meeting of Constituent Assembly? Okay, so you can easily answer this question. Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Bhimrao Ambedkar, Sachinanand Sinha, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad. So it is C, Dr. Sachinanand Sinha. Next, the first day session of Indian Constituent Assembly was chaired by, okay, this is UPPCS question, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Dr. Sachinanand Sinha, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. So it is nothing but Dr. Sachinanand Sinha. So the answer is B. Next, who was the chairman of Constituent Assembly of India? Okay, so you can see the same question they are repeating in different exams in different forms. Okay, but the answer will be the same. Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Mr. Iyer, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. So again, it's A. Okay, you know that they have elected Dr. Rajendra Prasad as a chairman. Okay, so the answer is A. Next question. Who was the president of the Constituent Assembly of Independent India? Fine. Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, C. Rajagopalachari, K. M. Munshi. So again, even after independence, Dr. Rajendra Prasad was the chairman of Constituent Assembly. Okay, the same assembly after that it become converted into our parliament. Okay, which was actually presided by Dr. Rajendra Prasad. Even okay, so even in independence India, he was the president. I mean, he became the first president of India. Okay, so the answer is B.